to the
going live, people. Just so you know, Okay. Ben,
This
all right,
this is different out here, though. I tell you
I
that.
believe that we're feeding out to the folks out there. Let me see. All right. It looks like we are. It looks like we're feeding. All right, there we go. All right, guys, you're joining us live on Player, so we could do that right there. Boom, because YouTube won't let... Oh, let me see. There you go. YouTube won't let us hold shooters while we're live, so there you go. Walter's got a shoddy. There you go. Babyface P is holding up his deadly finger blasters. And I could see Buckshot, too.
I'll be up with the hour, but I'm going to sit down here until I finish making pizza.
All right, there you go. So, yes, YouTube won't let us go live and do this kind of stuff. So that's why we're on Player / Who Moved My Freedom podcast, WMMF. So if you're listening to us on audio, you want to join us live, that's where you need to go. Or if you're watching this later, because we do put it on YouTube, and I encourage everyone who's on YouTube to go check us out over there. We're on YouTube, Facebook, all that stuff, Instagram, etc. You can check us out there. That being said, I think I'm ready to go. If you guys are ready to go, let's kick this off.
Welcome back to the Hank Strange Situation, Lifestyles of the Locked and Loaded.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Franklin Armory. Franklin Armory provides 100% US-made firearms and awesome binary option triggers. Their focus and purpose is to provide freedom tools to all Americans, especially those in not-so-free states. So when you're in the market, please consider Franklin Armory. All right, boom, there we go. We are live. I hope you guys have your big girl panties on. Let's get the jazz hands going. There you go. This is podcast number 998. That's right. What?
What's happening? When is 2000?
I don't know.
1000. When is 1000?
1000 would be, I guess, in 2 weeks. After this?
Okay. Mondays?
Yeah. Right now we're just doing Mondays because it's freaking hot and I'm tired, if you can't tell. So yes, episode 998, the number. And Free-for-All Monday, of course, like I just said, with Babyface P, Walter. There's Babyface P right there. Boom.
Show you guys.
There he goes. He's sitting out on the veranda. Or the... What do you call it?
Pizza.
What do you call this thing? The porch? The deck? Yeah, the deck. Back deck. Yeah, there you go.
Look at that.
And his, what's the name of the thing?
It's an uni.
Uni. There you go. The uni.
This is only until I finish feeding my sister-in-law is here, staying with us for a couple days, so I'm feeding them right now.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Shout out to Marley's sister. She's, I think, yeah, Marley's sister, right? Yeah. Yeah, very nice. I like Marley's sister. Okay, and let's see. Walter is also
me.
Just me. Walter is also here. Is that why you're not pulling out any guns because the sister-in-law is there?
No. I have to go in and they're all put away, and it's just I will pull out guns when I go back upstairs. I'm not going to be here for 2 hours.
Oh, okay, all right, yeah.
Once I finish pizza.
Don't burn the damn pizza. And Walter's here too. Here goes Walter with his shotgun. See,
I just got it today. Turkish M4 clone.
It's a Turkinelli.
Turkinelli, yeah, Turkinelli, yeah.
Yeah, doesn't Patrick have a Bunelli?
I do.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
But I want to compare the two of them. I want to see, because that is considerably cheaper than my Benelli. Like 4 of those.
This was $2.99 at Palmetto State.
Ooh,
like 6 of those.
That's why. It was another one of those. I wasn't intending on buying anything that day, and the special came up, and I'm like, all right, it's in my price range. I'm getting.
Yeah, you can get like 6 of those for the price of a Benelli. So
right, yeah. You got your Benelli at a really good price.
I got a steal of a deal on mine, thanks to somebody you.
You got your Benelli from the same person I got this from.
Oh, wait a minute.
Full size or a 22? That's 22.
Yeah, 22 scar right there. There you go. Yeah. So from the same person though, same person. All right. What's that, Walt?
The real McCoy.
Oh yeah, let's show that. There you go.
All right, I'm gonna go make the next one. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah. You got a lot of patches and stuff like that on yours, Walt. Interesting.
We'll put those on. We'll put those on.
Oh, okay. Oh, cool.
He was shooting it when he was in school. He was shooting at some matches and stuff. And I'm such a good daddy. I let him take the scar to college with him. So,
Oh, really?
Yeah, he had it with him. He had it with him for a long time. So.
Oh, you've had that scar for a while, then. Let me do some shout outs to people out there since it is $9.98.
Yeah,
Cujo74 says, "Hey everyone, episode." He said 1998, but it's $9.98. Did I put 1998 in the title? I hope not.
No,
it's always possible. Let's see.
No,
Kurtz24 says, "Hi, Hank, BFP, and Walter." Night Train says, "Any giveaways planned for impending podcast number 1000?" Maybe we could put something together that's not too. If Walter's gonna mail the stuff out, yes, that's my answer. Lola banned me because we used to give away so much stuff that Lola had to mail out and all that. She was like, you know what?
Yeah.
No more. No. If we can get Walter, and by Walter I mean Peggy, to mail it out.
Yeah, well,
fine.
You won't be real. You won't be on the. You won't. You want to get on the shit list fast. You know.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Exactly. That's how you get in trouble. By the way, big happy birthday shout outs to Peggy.
Yeah. On the 19th. Yeah. 19th. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I wasn't gonna say what day was her birthday, but for OPSEC,
okay.
but yeah, shout out to Peggy. Happy birthday to Peggy. Yeah.
Yep. We went out to dinner, had a good meal. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, awesome. Yes. I think you butt dialed me. You butt FaceTimed me or something while you.
That was yesterday. I had a steak and shake. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, you guys have been texting back and forth about something, and I stuck the phone. It was still on, and I must have stuck it in my pocket, and that's when.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see who else is out here. Well, shout out to everyone out here. Let me see. 42 Chilled. I think I said Jade Grew is out there as well. Armament and Axes. He says he's on Fox News right now. Oh, boo. Boo, he's on Fox News. Cujo74, Kurt24. What was this? Someone said... there was someone who says, Alaska Gundad, shout out to him. He said, "I only get to catch one or two of these live a year. Today's one. Thank you very much. I appreciate that."
Wow. Yeah.
And 42 Chill says, "Cheap shoddy." Yeah, I'm curious how that works. That's semi-auto everything, right? Just
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, the reviews on them most of the time are fine. People like them, so we'll find out.
Yeah, and Night Train says, "I would go with the more economical Beretta 1301 shotgun over the Benelli." There you go. 42 Chill says, "Happy birthday, Peggy." And Cujo74 says, "Happy birthday to Peggy." There you go. Cujo74, my website, thehankstrange.com, was not working, and he pointed that out to me over the weekend.
Oh, what happened?
I don't know. I have no idea. It is up now. I think. Hold on. Let me see. I better double check, make sure it's up right now. It was. I checked it earlier.
Somebody was mentioning in the chat that up to possibly 850 people killed in the fires in Hawaii.
Yeah, I don't think they've found everyone yet, but it could go high. I know it was over 100.
Did you see what that asswipe of a governor said?
Yeah,
he was talking about global warming and making it worse and all this crap like this, and it's like, you're so full of shit. And it's like,
I think they didn't have a good plan for the fires. So.
No, nope. They I watched this one woman talking about they have an alarm system for natural disasters, and the alarm didn't go off, and the person in charge of all that was at some meeting on the Big Island or something.
Weren't there water issues as well? Like they didn't have the water.
How do you have water issues when you're on an island?
That's what I wonder. I have no idea.
Well,
just pump it out of the sea right there.
I would think you'd have some type of system like that where when you have a major issue, you suck it right out of the ocean.
Yeah, like a backup way to get that water, huh?
They didn't seem to. I don't think they had any. They were having water supply issues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's a
yeah, that's terrible.
those people in charge should be taken out and well.
From the stuff that I've seen, that seemed like a nightmare. People were in the ocean or in pools, swimming pools, all kinds of things, trying to get away from. Man, that's just nuts. It's just nuts to think about that. And I really don't know what happened there, but I guess we'll find out over time, maybe, if it's not covered up. By the way, there's the .com right there. There's the .com. There's all the
.com.
That's not BabyFace.com.
There's the .com. Boom. There you go. So the .com is
definitely
up
not
and running.
BabyFace.com.
Yeah. The other thing, I was asking you guys about this because I've seen a lot of stuff go up about this. Let me see if I can get a picture up here. So I've seen this, right? Like, what is this? Lasers? Hold on, here we go. Lasers over Hawaii. Viral photo of lasers starting fires in Hawaii is completely fake. Maui wildfire sparked conspiracy theories about space lasers. Oprah land grabs and suspicious trees.
That's what you spent. Space lasers.
Maui laser strike.
And you know what? You know where I think as soon as I see stuff like that, I see the people that are to blame for a lot of the incompetence, and their buddies start posting stuff like that to draw attention away from the fact that they really fucked up bad.
But okay, I would agree with that. I mean, there is always misdirection, and the media always helps these guys out.
The Russians have been using, what would they be using? The fire in Maui is a misdirection thing about what's going on over in the Ukraine.
Have they?
Yeah.
So, okay, here's my question I want to ask you guys. Does anyone know where the laser thing is coming from? Because I'm missing this somehow.
It's coming from the same people who believe in the aliens in Las Vegas.
Well, first of all, the aliens are true. Come on.
Aliens, I think.
Yeah.
The aliens are true.
Bring me a corpse, and I'll believe you. Okay.
Okay, we don't all want to get Hillaried, so.
You know what? Bring me a corpse.
If I could get close enough to get a corpse, I would take a spaceship. I would take some alien lasers for sure. I would take some alien lasers.
Laser. It's called a firestorm, you dumb fucks. It's called a firestorm. That's what it's called.
So I know. So like our friend Sean Effries, he had Real Cujo. He had one of the theories on there on his. I follow him on Instagram, which is probably not a good idea for me to follow him, but I do. I mean, I think he's awesome. But he had this thing about how the lasers can't attack anything blue. So like Patrick's shirt would be totally. If Patrick was in that shirt, he'd be safe.
I can't get shot by lasers.
Yeah. So
when the aliens come down, we all got to wear blue.
But someone needs to tell me where the hell the laser thing, because I've heard this laser thing in relation to the fires in Canada as well, right? You guys heard that?
Never heard of it before.
Oh yeah, I heard about it in like Canada fires.
Contrails,
because
dude.
of the lasers.
Contrails. It's a contrails.
No, I'm serious. Someone tell me about the laser fires in Canada. I heard the same thing.
People, they'll tell you.
So, yeah. See, there's things relating to that too. If you look on, if you Google it, you'll see why do wildfires often ignite a firestorm of conspiracy theories.
Because, well, and we also have that thing called the internet now, and everybody's trying to get a view, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So we don't have to worry about dolphins with frickin' lasers on the moon or.
Yes.
Oh, that's only around the curse. That's only around that bridge in Russia. That's what you got to worry about.
Yeah.
That's how it got taken, and around the pipeline.
Yeah.
Well, they said the Russians actually said they have those dolphins out there watching things. Yeah.
Yeah. Cujo74 says no, don't follow me. Oh no, I'll look at it. He says don't follow me. See, I look for all kinds of stuff, especially Jesus. There you go. Amen. Let's see. Where's the pizza? Where's the pizza?
It's almost done. Another couple seconds. Hold on. You ready? Here we go. Check that out.
Oh, okay.
Pizza.
There you go. Don't drop the pizza. Buckshot will have a field day if you drop that thing.
Marley makes the dough fresh. I make all the other stuff, and we fire it in the uni. All right, I'll be right back.
Okay. There you go. Oh. Oh, okay. He's got to go feed the peoples. Uh, no, listen. I like keeping up with the conspiracies. Okay, I'm just gonna blame it on Cujo right now, because that's the last. I did see the one. I promise you, if I go to his Instagram, I gotta pull up the one that he has on there with the blue. Hold on, where is that? Hold on 1 second. Oh, you're tired of the laser thing, Walt? You don't want?
No. I know. I mean, it's, to think that you have a blue shirt on, you won't get fried.
Yeah.
I got news for you. Those real lasers that the military is working on, they don't care whether you got a blue shirt on or not.
Yeah. Let me see here. Oh, here we go. Here it goes. Here it goes. See, he's showing, like, these are the blue beach umbrella things. The blue car is untouched. This is not him. He got this from someone. So there you go. And here's a test of the laser. Look, it doesn't burn blue. See that? So this is from TikTok, so it has to be real.
Yeah, Chinese real.
If it's on TikTok.
It's got to be, Chinese. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just got, speaking of food.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look, you got pizza too? What the hell's going on?
Well, this is like cheese bread and lasagna.
Oh, okay. All right, there you go. Night Train says that's not enough pizza for how many folks? I don't know. Listen, Patrick has a method that he could share. He's like Jesus. He could take one pizza and share it amongst 1,000 people. He just cuts like every slice into. You could cut one slice into probably about 10 little slices. You know, so there you go. And Armament and Axis wants to know if BFP shorts pink. I think so. I think he's had those frickin' shorts for a long time, man. I don't know if they started out pink, but the Florida sun has definitely the Florida sun has definitely bleached the living daylights out of. I don't think Patrick spends his money on clothing. I mean, he's not here to defend himself right now. But his money does not go to any kind of clothing, okay? Patrick, all his money goes to night vision, guns, stuff like, I guess, video games, and then Marley and the Baby.
In that order.
And then Cujo says, I got it off TikTok. Yeah, the news that's worth debating about. Hey, listen, do you remember, what the hell are those tabloid magazines that are in all the supermarkets, like Inquirer?
National Enquirer.
Yeah. And, they would talk about the aliens, they would talk about all these things, and I keep telling people, there's always some truth in that shit. Don't just discredit it. There's always a little bit of truth in there. If it's not true now, it will be at some point.
I'm not saying that there's nobody else or nothing else out there. You have to be stupid to not believe there's other stuff out there. But when you start to, if you sit down and pull the mumbo jumbo out of your head and listen to the facts about the distance between the other places, you can. If there was all these people, all these creatures out there, and all these travelers, you'd think we'd be visited on a regular basis, right?
We are, man. People are always getting kidnapped and anal
abducted.
probed.
Yes.
Yeah. How many anal probe stories are there out there? It's a lot. Some of those have to be true.
What?
Come on. Some of those are probably based. So what's the aliens? What's the alien bodies and all that they have in Area 51 and all these other that place in Vegas? That place in Vegas is real. It.
Well, I do happen to know they do have. It is very deep there. I can say that. I know from.
That's right. Many. What are you going to talk
many
about?
Floors. It goes many floors down. We'll say that.
Yeah.
And I won't say how I know that, but I do know that. Yes.
Right. Yes. Very, very deep. And if you're ever in Vegas, you can see that plane flying over there all the time.
Oh, yeah, at the airport. Yeah, every morning they fly out, take the people out, bring them out in the afternoon. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Shout out to Come Out and Play. There you go. All right, so, I don't know. This laser thing may sound really silly right now, or maybe it's not true, but, one of these days we might find out there's some lasers up there that you know.
You want to hear something real silly? Just watch the governor of Hawaii. That's really silly. Okay.
Yeah, listen, there's a ton of incompetence all around, man. There's lots of incompetence all around for everyone to share. But it does seem really terrible that this thing happened in Hawaii, and you know, there was no solid plan in there to deal with this situation. But you know, unfortunately, stuff like this happens, right? And in places called America. So.
And then, you know, then as soon as that kind of thing happens, people start saying, "Well, I'm gonna get me some property at a good price." You know,
That's
like,
well, that was one of the theories going around right now, is that certain folk are looking for property.
That's where I think Oprah. I think that's where Oprah came into it.
Oh yeah, Oprah.
Yeah. That always happens, you know. That does happen a lot, you know.
That after Katrina in New Orleans, there were some serious deals on property.
Oh yeah,
I mean, but that wasn't. Well, a lot of those properties tripled in value, too.
True.
Also.
Yeah,
so,
everyone didn't leave. Well, people did leave New Orleans, but New Orleans is still up and functioning.
Oh yeah, you can't even tell anything ever happened now. So.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, and then someone wants to know if you're wearing pink shorts.
They're red, but they look pink. Yeah, they're kind of pinkish.
That's what we were saying. We were saying that they got bleached out by that Florida sun or lasers.
Pinkinta.
Lasers.
All right, we're going to take a break, and we're going to be right back here in a few seconds from now to see more pizza making. Walther Arms has been making concealed carry handguns for over 90 years, starting with the PPK. Today, Walther is based in the good old US of A and still builds quality firearms like the PPQ and PDP for personal defense and competition. So when you're in the market, please consider Walther Arms. We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Walther Arms. By the way, check out, look, my PDP. I don't know what the deal is. Like, what is the deal with my camera? Why my camera always does this to me? I don't know what the... there we go.
Nope.
Can it focus?
Nope.
It did it again. I don't know what the deal is with this. Why the camera is doing it to me. If I put it on you guys, it doesn't do that, but it does it to me for some reason.
Well...
I don't know. But there you go.
That
is my PDP right there. That is my PDP. What's up?
Speaking of Walthers, I got some historical information about the Model 8 Walther, Patrick.
What'd you get?
Herr Goebbels, you know, Herman.
Did he
Goebbels,
like his Model 8s?
He finished himself with one.
Whoa, that's interesting. I did not know that.
He shot his, you know, they cyanide his kid, Model 8. His kids were all fed cyanide. His wife took cyanide. He shot her after that, and then he shot himself.
Wow. With a Model 8, 32 ACP did some work in World War II.
They're useless. They're useless. Okay. They're useless.
Here,
I'm sorry, that's 25. That's 25, not 32.
Walther Model 8. There you go. Walther
because they found the pistols next to his body.
Do you know? Are they in some museum somewhere?
I do not know the look. The Russians found all that stuff, so I don't know.
Oh, they have it in a museum. I guarantee it.
Yeah, there's Walther.
Model 8, yeah.
Is that a Walther?
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Okay.
So yeah,
that's the old logo on there.
Yep. Don't discount. The
25 Auto does.
handgun.
They put a hole in an artery, and 25 Auto is going to do just fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
So are you sure they did that, or did they clone him before or after that?
He's actually in Argentina. We all know it.
Yeah.
You're talking about Hitler.
Yeah. I doubt that Hitler was the only person getting cloned.
It was a very. I was watching this. Was about actually Frau Hitler's wife for a couple days, and the IDing of her body is very inconclusive.
Really?
Very inconclusive. The Russians, because dental stuff didn't match up and stuff like that.
Here we go. There's pepperoni.
Oh, that's sizzling. Oh, I can see that jumping.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've
he's
heard
doing.
he has motherfucking, no?
Yeah, he's doing multiple pizzas. Jeez.
Yeah, do one for everybody.
Oh, everyone's getting their own. See, me and you, we don't get our own personal freaking pizzas, Walt.
No.
You know, that's
You
crazy
get a
right
wedge.
there.
You get a little
Yeah,
wedge.
we gotta share. We gotta share a slice. We don't get our own personal pizza. Yeah, see, remember, look, back in those days when they said they cloned those dudes, everyone's like, oh, cloning, you can't do cloning. Yeah, they do cloning. Cloning is a thing.
They didn't do cloning back then.
How do you know that, man? These German scientists were no joke.
Oh no, the German scientists were working on all kinds of shit. A lot of that stuff is still classified. The stuff they were working on.
Yep. If they tell us, like, remember Dolly the sheep that they said they cloned?
Yeah.
If they tell us they cloned a sheep, they clone more than a sheep. I promise you, there's more clones. It's not the only clones walking around on this planet are not just sheep. Okay, there's some people.
I saw something today that there are people that want to clone Neanderthals. They have gene sequenced the Neanderthal, and they're saying, "Well, we have the tech. We could impregnate somebody with Neanderthal genes."
Well, I could tell you right now. I could prove right now to you there's Neanderthal still walking around. Right there. Look, take off that hat for a second, Walter. Look at this.
Why?
Look at this noggin. That is a Neanderthal if I ever saw one. Right there. He's walking around. Don't get headbutted by that frickin' thing. You will die. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I get wanting to clone a mammoth and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That would be cool. But doing that other thing is not. That's not a good idea.
We have no idea what these people are up to. Did we know that they were testing different kinds of germs and all that kind of stuff and diseases and all that? No, people didn't know that. Not until COVID popped off.
Oh, they're still doing it. That's never stopped.
Yeah, they're still doing it. Remember Patrick was talking about that place in California where they found in like a storage thing, a guy was over there messing around with stuff? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's never ends. Never ends.
Chinese national. Hello.
Yeah. So, yeah, just imagine if they caught that one guy. I promise you, there's 100 guys. If we saw one balloon floating around the country, there's balloons floating up there every day, over the country. So don't believe it. If there's one laser somewhere starting fires, there's a whole bunch of lasers. So, Cujo74 says, talking about cloning, what do we think of lab-grown meat?
No. Fuck that. Sorry. That's some nasty shit. Why do we need to grow meat in a lab when you got... No.
Well, it's just as bad as the Unbeliever Burger where they make plants. That's made of plants, but it simulates the blood and the bleeding... bleeding flesh. You gotta think about that.
For all you folks that don't eat meat, why do you have to have stuff that looks like meat? Why not just get a straw and suck that shit up in a straw and be happy with it?
Yeah, just have your vegetable shake and be done with it.
Yeah, and be done with it. Why do you have to make it look like bacon? If you want bacon, eat bacon.
Because of the trap, Walter. The trap. Okay? You got to remember the trap. And this goes back to the alien thing. I'm pretty sure they're trying to figure all of this out so that they, no one notices when they start taking us off and feeding us to the aliens.
Ah, yeah.
This is what it's about. I'm pretty sure, The aliens are the ones that want us to eat, like, vegetables that bleed and all this kind of craziness. So.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a lot of weird stuff out there. You know what the question I always think? Do you actually really want to know what these people are up to? Or do you just want to live in the Matrix and you're not aware of all the crazy shit that they're really doing?
People have been doing crazy shit since people could do crazy shit. And that's been a long time.
Yeah, it's been going on forever. Did you hear about, there's a lady, right? This happened to be a black lady. Did you hear about the lady that they stole her genetics to use for makeup? Did you ever hear about that?
No, I haven't, no.
Yeah, there was this lady. Hold on, I'm trying to find the story because I sent this story to Lola and I can't remember her name. So I got it. Oh, here we go. So her name was Henrietta Lacks, and there's a bunch of lawsuits going on right now because way back in the days, if you search Henrietta Lacks, you'll see what I'm talking about. But way back in the days, so here's this particular article. Just over a week after Henrietta Lack's descendants settled a lawsuit against a biotech company they accused of unjustly profiting off her cells for generations, the family's attorneys have filed another claim against a different corporation. The new lawsuit, which targets California-based biopharmaceutical company Ultragenyx, was filed Thursday in Baltimore federal court, the same venue as the recently settled case. A black mother of 5 from Southern Virginia, Lax and her family were living outside Baltimore when she was diagnosed with cervical cancer in 1951. Doctors at Johns Hopkins saved a sample of her cancer cells collected during a biopsy without her knowledge or consent. She died at 31 in the hospital's colored ward, but her genetic material lived on, the first human cells to continuously grow and reproduce in lab dishes. HeLa cells have since become a cornerstone for modern medicine, enabling countless scientific and medical innovations, including the development of polio vaccine, genetic mapping, and even COVID-19 shots. So they've been using these particular cells from this woman in a lot of stuff. It's been this weird shit. Like, I didn't even, until I saw that story, if you would have told me this, I would have said, okay, why would this one person, but I guess her cells somehow kicked off all this stuff and they just kept using her cells. It's interesting. There's all kinds of experiments and things like that have always gone on, and weird things that have happened in history, and experiments have done on people and all of that. And the Germans were up to a lot of shit, man.
The Japanese made the Germans look like Boy Scouts when it came to that.
What kind of stuff with the Japanese?
They did.
They were doing genetic stuff too.
They used the Chinese and the Koreans as samples for all kinds of bioweapon testing and all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
Look up.
Oh wow.
What is it? Something 741. Unit 741, I think is what it was called. Oh, they were horrific to people.
That's a Japanese camp outfit
in China. Yeah, it was a Japanese. Go ahead, Walter.
The Japanese generals that were involved with that knew what they had. So at the end of the war, us Americans wanted that live human testing, and those Japanese generals got out of the noose because they had that info. And then a lot of those Japanese generals and those families are like a Kawasaki and a Honda and Suzuki and Mitsubishi and all that stuff. So
people forget real quick how those names have been in history for a lot longer than little engines.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, man, like people think. Did you guys ever see what happened to the guy that was running Nissan? I think his name is Carlos Ghosn. Remember that guy? Mm-mm. So this was the guy running Nissan, and this big Nissan was part of a bigger automotive group. But this guy was such a big executive that when General Motors was going out of business and they were bailing them out, they actually considered putting him to run it, right? And so I think he's a French citizen, a Lebanese citizen, but he was traveling around. But basically, they didn't like what he was up to. The people inside, because he's the first guy who was not Japanese to run a big Japanese corporation. So they wanted to get rid of him, and they trumped up all this evidence against him being corrupt, and they waited until he was coming back to Japan and locked him up, and then he escaped from Japan in a trunk. You guys never heard about this? This was the guy running Nissan, Carlos Ghosn. Hold on, let me see if I could find that and pull it up for you. You never. Does this guy look familiar right here? This was the guy, the fugitive Nissan CEO smuggled out of Japan in a music box. So they basically, it's a long story, but this guy was basically running Nissan and a bunch of other stuff. They didn't like what he was doing. He was getting paid a lot of money, but he was an outsider, and they decided to get rid of him. They came up with all this evidence that allegedly they fabricated, and they locked him up and everything, and they wouldn't let him get access. But they wanted to do it in Japan because let's say they did it in America or they did it in France or someplace like that.
Different stuff here.
Yeah, so he hired like some Navy SEAL or Green Beret dude to actually sneak him out of Japan in a box. And he's now lives in Lebanon. And he's been putting out all this stuff about how messed up, the Japanese corporation.
How recent was this story?
Oh, when did this happen? This happened in the last 5 years or something.
Oh, this is not like 30 years ago. This is new.
No, this is new. I'm trying to, let's see, I'll look it up. And right now he's in Lebanon. He makes videos about this stuff. It says, I'm looking at, if you look it up on Wikipedia, in 2002, Fortune awarded him Asian Businessman of the Year. 2003, Fortune identified him as one of the 10 most powerful people in business outside of the U.S.
And he's not Asian.
Yeah. So in 2017, he stepped down as chairman, but in 2018, all this stuff happened. It's like a movie. I think they're going to make a movie about it. This is how crazy. So 2018, Patrick, to answer your question,
that's not that long ago.
No. And yeah, so very interesting. If you guys think that one day there won't be some frickin' robots parachuting out of this, coming to get us.
Right here, man. Right here.
Put some slugs in there?
That's why you need your 50s.
I always love in all these sci-fi movies using lasers and these bad guys adapt to the lasers. All you need is a stamped piece of lead. You can't adapt to a piece of lead.
Do they make slugs? Somebody has to, right? Armor-piercing 12-gauge slugs?
Oh, they make slugs with steel cores and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, okay.
Night Train says the guys who smuggled Carlos out of Japan in a trunk were supposed to get $1 million, but he never paid them, and they went to jail for helping him without getting paid.
Oh, that's some BS.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what?
Look up that story. That's interesting about how Japanese auto companies work.
They are they're brutal to each other.
Yeah.
Look how they were in World War II. They just turned it into business instead of killing.
Yeah.
They adopt 40-year-olds. I think I've told this story before. So the CEOs of these big companies only pass the CEO-ship down to people in their family line. So it's happened multiple times where a 85-year-old man will adopt a 45-year-old guy, bring him into his family because they've been grooming him for the last 20 years to be the CEO of this large company, but he has to be part of the family. So they adopt them in and then make them the CEO.
You know what? I've been trying to do that with Walter, get him to adopt me now for years.
Good luck.
So it's not working for me, but I guess it works for them.
A story kind of similar to that. One of the boys who used to be in the Boy Scout troop was a Asian kid, and great guy, Eagle Scout. So Peter, his name was Peter. One time I'm with Peggy's family in New Orleans, and I said, "Oh, that's Peter, my Asian son," and they all go,
Oh.
"What?" I called all those boys my sons, like all my
This
boys.
is why when I went to Alexis, you burned that one.
A little bit on the backside, but the front side's still pretty good.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good. That's good.
It's still okay.
That's good.
It's got some good carbon on it. So, that's like when I remember when I went to Alexis's wedding,
Yeah.
and all those people kept asking me who I was.
Who is
And I
that
was
guy?
like, yeah, I'm Walt's son. You didn't know he liked chocolate. And I was shocked they were believing me. So there you go. That's why. I'm not the first one that started that kind of stuff.
No, that was funny. Yeah.
Yeah. So, man, I don't know, man. if you listen to people around the world, like Americans are supposed to be so, I think human beings are bad. No one is, no one's immune of the badness. In terms of the Japanese, which I've met some really cool Japanese people in my life. But it's always funny when you look at Godzilla movies, the whole thing behind that Godzilla movie is their hate for America. If you think about it, right? Because in the Godzilla universe, America started the shit when they bombed them, but they never discuss what happened before that.
For those folks out there that, the atomic bomb, we firebombed Tokyo and killed a lot more people. And we firebombed a bunch of major cities and we killed a lot more people with those fire things like happened in Hawaii than the nuke did. Mm-hmm. So, we burned most of Tokyo because at that time, most of Tokyo was the buildings were made out of wood and bamboo and shit like that. So it went up fast. So.
Yeah. Cujo's saying, and y'all make fun of my Instagram. Yeah, a podcast of this would be looked at. Something like that, yeah. Let me tell you, man, someone should make a podcast of Cujo's life. You guys think I'm crazy. Yeah. I go to a deep well for inspiration of crazy. I keep lots of crazy around me all the time.
Hey.
You can't just naturally be this crazy on your own. You need crazy help. You need crazy inspiration.
Birds of the feather flock together.
Yeah, crazy like a fox. Crazy like a fox. I'm telling you, I think there's truth in everything out there. There's truth in a lot of this stuff.
Some of this stuff, there's parts of it are true, parts of it are not.
Yeah.
I mean, look at all the stuff in the Bible, for example. All those crazy stories in the Bible about fire and brimstone and the seas parting and all that stuff. They went back in time, and most of that stuff is for real.
Yeah, a lot of what.
A lot of it was for real. It wasn't. Yeah. It wasn't some crazy guy.
We're gonna find out one day. That's probably one of the best historical records in the last couple thousand years.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like High Point Firearms and Full Forge Gear, bags and gear for everyday life. Did you know High Point is an American family-owned and operated company located in Ohio with over 30 years of manufacturing experience? High Point is proud to be the home of the working man's gun and your source for affordable handguns and carbines with a lifetime warranty. So when you're in the market, please consider High Point.
Yeah, there's a ton of stuff that that we've discovered over time, accuracies and stuff like that. This planet is really interesting, man. I think the aliens, I don't know where Walter and Patrick, neither one of their butts is there. Can you believe that? Look at that. Where are these people? Did lasers just come down and hit them? See Patrick sitting on a red chair. Walter doesn't have much blue in his room either, other than that flag. And now they're both gone. So, that's why I got a blue hat on. So I am
food.
Oh, jeez. What? You went back to the trough?
Yeah. Kind of, sort of.
Yeah. I think, and we got to get off of this, sure. But, I think, oh, there you go. What is that hat?
Hang on a second. I got to put my blue hat on so I'm safe.
Yes. Blue hats only from now on.
There we go.
Bam. What does that say?
That's GPS. Go Power Sports.
Oh, cool.
Mini bike people, yeah.
All right, 1962. There you go.
Yeah, that's when that company started.
Yeah. So, okay, what gun stuff is going on? We need to get some gun stuff done here. We're having way too much fun on a Monday. I don't know how much fun is actually legal for us to have.
Where's your scar?
Hold on. Let me get mine out here. Hold on. Let's see. Boom. All right, there you go. Now, this is a 22 version that I got from my friend Mark, who has been on, excuse me, Mark I think has been on at least a couple of these podcasts over the years, and he had this 22. He's a SCAR guy. Do you have a SCAR?
I want one. I've just never had the money. I've always wanted something else more.
Yeah, so he had this scar, and I traded with him for something.
There's actually a Turkish shotgun now that looks like a scar.
Yeah, where's this one from?
Turks will make anything to look like anything.
Okay, this one is made. It's what's it? Designed by ESC, made in Germany for ISSC.
Hey, ISSC. Do you know what company they? We have another firearm in the collection from ISSC.
Oh, do we?
A hammer-fired Glock 19.
Oh, I have one of those.
Yeah, Walther has it. That's ISSC.
Oh, that's cool. I don't think you guys ever shot this, so we got to shoot this. And look, it even it has the booty.
The UGG boot?
Yeah, the UGG boots. And I just had this apart.
Okay, let me ask a question. I'm a simple-minded kind of guy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know, FN designed the SCAR 16 and 17 for the U.S. military. Early 2000s, they came into be. They were used. Why are we fucking around with the SIG rifle now?
Walter, how much? FN did not provide enough hookers and cocaine to get the contract.
Well,
I mean,
when the military guys did the 16 they found if they were looking for more power, it wasn't in the 223 round. So then they used the 308 round, and
the 17 is a great gun.
Yeah, some of the Spec Ops guys probably still do use that.
Mm-hmm.
But now, now we have to have these SIG rifles, which are heavier. They're more complicated.
Hookers and cocaine.
Damn it, Patrick. Damn it.
I mean, how does SIG get...
I mean, the military's real simple of how you get these contracts, right? I mean...
How does SIG get all of their guns out there, they don't field test them, and they shoot themselves if you shake them too hard, you know? Like, every police department was picking them up because they were probably giving crazy good deals to them, and then they come to find out, oh, it's not drop safe, you'll shoot yourself in the ass. The SIG Spear...
You would have thought they would have done some testing before that, right?
Have you guys seen Bend Gate that's happening with the SIG Spears, the 5.56 guns?
No. I saw the thing you were just talking about where the cops, like where they were trying to arrest a guy or something, and somehow the guy kicked that cop and on his... Did you see that video?
Mm-hmm.
It's in a precinct, and this guy is in the precinct, and they're trying to lock him up, and he somehow kicks out at this cop, and it makes his gun go off.
Oh no, I haven't seen that. No, the SIG Spears have a... They don't use a standard barrel nut like an AR-15, or AR-10, even though they're built basically like AR-10s. They use a clamp-on barrel nut thing. And folks found that if you took the barrel and at the muzzle and pushed sideways, you could get the entire barrel to cant by like 5 or 6 degrees, any direction. And people were like, "Oh, it's just it must just be the handguard that's bending." And they're like, "No, the barrel physically moves inside the receiver." So that's another one that's gotten out there that they haven't fixed.
Oh, it looks like Night Train's putting a video in the discussion here of, I don't know which one it is. It's one of those, either what I'm talking about or what you're talking about, Patrick.
I need to see that cop getting his gun kicked, because that
might be the video he put into the chat.
Mm-hmm. That happened in the U.S.?
Yes, I saw it on Instagram.
Wow.
I saw it on Instagram. I don't know if I could let me see if I could find it.
Man, I am ready for these mosquitoes to go away, by the way. I'm ready for fall.
You got a long time way to go till fall.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. Here's the
Don't tell me that. I'm ready.
Here's the video. Hold on. Let's see. Yeah. Let me see if I could make this bigger or something. Let me see if I can.
So he kicks out of the handcuffs or something? There you go. Okay.
Yeah, so somehow they get into a struggle with this guy, and he kicks
the guy
out.
Frisky.
Yeah, so here, this is probably a better shot.
Yep.
See, right there, he kicks out, and the guy's gun goes off. See, he's looking down at it.
He kicked the gun and it went off?
I don't know what he hit. I don't know what was in the duty belt. I mean, sometimes you just get a freak accident, or someone used a special kind of laser from space that makes...
NDs, negligent discharges, are very, very rare. Accidental discharges, I'm sorry, not negligent. Accidental discharges are very, very rare. Negligent discharges happen all the time.
Very common.
Yeah.
But a true accidental where the mechanics fail, that's pretty rare.
Yeah. So yeah, that thing you were talking about with the rifles, I haven't seen. That's the SIG Spear. How much are those things? Are those expensive?
They are $4,000.
No, no.
They're $4,500 rifles where you can bend the barrel. Look up SIG Spear barrel gate. Yeah, look up SIG Spear barrel gate. It'll come up.
I heard back in the. I've heard over the years, or one time I heard that.
Oh, it's on Reddit.
With the M16 and the M4, when when you're like blasting away mag after mag after mag, get the gun so hot, these big burly SEAL types would actually pull back on the foregrip so hard that it cause it to bend in the receiver.
Oh my God!
Listen, I have a SIG 519. I think it's 519 Patrol. That I have.
Those are.
It's fine. Yeah, it's a good gun.
Yeah, tower.
Yeah.
Those are the the SIG Commandos. Those are great guns. Those are fantastic guns.
Yeah, one of my first. The
5.52, 5.53, 5.56, that whole series those are really good guns.
Yeah, it's piston driven, whichever one the one I have is. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a 5.56.
Yeah.
I've always wanted. That's another one I've always wanted, but they're always just a little too far out of my price range.
I think I got that gun way back in the days. I still
Yeah,
have it. It's good. Yeah, we've used it for torture. We've tortured stuff with it.
I've had my 5.56 for a long time. I haven't really put very many rounds through it.
They're good guns. They're excellent guns.
I had to have it, and that's when they have the M4 style stock in the back. And I wish I would have waited a little bit longer, because then they came out with the model that had the Swiss stock on the back.
Holding stock. Yep.
Yeah. But it works fine.
Yeah. Like, how do you fuck up making an AR?
It's an AR-10. It's been around since the 60s or late 50s. The AR-10 is not new, and SIG figured out how to break it.
Yeah, companies do it. It's funny how they do, but they do.
How do you take a perfectly good brand and destroy it? People are doing it every day doing it in this country. So
yeah, we've seen a
Here
lot of that. We've seen
pizza,
more pizza. How many pizzas are you? You've never made this many pizzas in your life, Patrick.
I always make like 4. Remember, they're pretty small. They're 8-inch pies. They're not huge. So we eat like 3 or 4 of them. Remember, there's 3 of us in there. So I'm gonna go put this up, cut it, have one more slice, and then I will meet you guys upstairs on a better camera.
Okay.
It's all right.
I mean, he's like the pizza king. I'm glad to see, huh?
You ain't never gonna see 4 pizzas in your life.
We're not getting. How come Patrick doesn't bring that thing over here when he comes over here?
And that was bigger than 8 inches. Trust me.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree on that one. Let's see. I'm looking through to see what other gun stuff is going on here that that the peoples are talking about. Let's see what you guys could tell us if you've got some gun stuff going on you want to talk to us about. Come Out and Play says there's something in the Striker that they changed from the M17 government model that's probably responsible for NDs.
Why do you have to do that?
Listen, I mean, you got to get into innovation by changing things up, right? The question is how soon to market, and how much research goes on before something comes to market. And that's what a lot of different people out there. So, that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. I think Glock has done a pretty good job. Walther has done a pretty good job.
Oh.
Yeah. I started out a Glock guy, Walt.
I know.
And Walther slowly converted me over. Now they sponsor the podcast and everything, but they never pressured me to actually get the Walther guns and all that kind of stuff. But I would say I'm solidly a Walther guy now. Although I'm waiting to get my black PPK with the wood grips.
I'm kind of an old school Walther guy.
Yeah. You know, I have a bullpup from them.
Yeah, you do too. That's right.
Yeah. What other cool, like, weird Walther guns are there out there we should be looking for? I have that what is that one that I have that's like a competition 22? Is that the 519 that I was talking about?
I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about? That weird.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but I don't know what.
Oh,
model it
GSP.
is.
That's the Walther GSP that I have. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The Walther GSP. I don't have it right here to show you guys, but that's a weird, cool gun that I have from Walther. But what else? Here, I'll pop up a photo of it so if you guys haven't seen it, you can check that out. What other weird Walthers are there out there that I should be on the lookout for, Walt?
Weird.
That's a cool gun. We need to shoot this thing whenever we get together.
Yeah, that's a space gun. That's what that is.
Yeah. Patrick actually helped fix that up. So yeah, there's got to be some other weird collectible Walther guns out there. Armin and Axis says, I like the... what is this? Like the... Night Train says, well, since we're on the subject of SIG, I recently picked up a Glock 33 chambered in 357 SIG. I like it. There you go.
Yeah, those are cool.
And Armin and Axis says, if memory is correct, the AR-10 was built before the 15.
Yes, the AR-10 came first, and then they downsized it to the AR-15. Correct.
Did the 15 come because they wanted something lighter for use out there?
I think so. Just a smaller gun, because the AR-10 is kind of a pig. It's big. It's heavy. So,
yeah. I guarantee you that the guns that your grandfather was using in World War II was heavier. Or your great-grandfather, or whatever it would be at this point. Probably your great-grandfather, right? Yeah.
The AR-10, I don't have one at hand here close, but that thing weighs over 9 pounds. It's 20-inch barrel, old-school AR-10, not a lightened up one. And yeah, so 16 came as a result of the AR-10.
Okay.
AR-15, excuse me. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been to Reed Knight's museum back in 2007 when Kalishnikov was here. I got to stand in a closeness to
I know,
to the man. Yeah.
Do you have you have some pictures from this, right? I don't think I've ever seen them.
I don't have any pictures. No, I don't. Unfortunately, no, I don't.
Oh, okay. Because you're in the Knight Museum and you're hanging out with Kalishnikov. And there's no selfies. I guess there wasn't selfies back then.
There wasn't selfies in 2007. So that was the last time the SHOT Show was in Orlando.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I got to go to Reed Knight's personal museum, which is freaking awesome. First thing, because the guns are up on the wall, so, and they're not in cases. They said just don't touch anything. You can get a look as close as you want, but just don't touch them. I mean, they're right there in your face, you know. All those he bought all the AR-10s from, and the AR-15, the early stuff, the experimental stuff. He bought all that stuff from Colt. And when Colt was selling off all that stuff, and he's got a freaking awesome collection. Foreign stuff, American stuff, you name it, he's got it. So. Pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, I'm trying to look. I was trying to look and see if I could find like all the different kinds of Walthers that ever existed.
Well, if you go real back in time, then you go Walther World War II, and there's all kinds of experimental guns and a lot of really interesting stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm guessing like World War II was the big error to look into.
Yeah.
You know.
Walther made a couple guns during World War II.
I'm sure they made a bunch. Made a bunch of stuff.
Just a couple.
Yeah. So I'm trying to see if I can find. Yeah, someone's asking. 42 Chills asking if. So who went with you when you did this? Was Peggy there?
No, that was I'm not going to go into all was with me, but
Oh, okay.
not it's nothing like that
Mhm.
female stuff. It's just
Oh, I
people
understand. I get it.
people I was associating with at the time. Yeah.
Right.
No,
right.
I actually in 07 I was doing my own thing, so
Mhm.
I knew that they were going to go there, and I just asked. I said, "Can I get on the?" They had buses to go from the shot show to Titusville to his factory,
Mhm.
which is a former cruise missile factory, and
Mhm.
yeah, we went, and it was freaking awesome. I mean, I don't know how the way to describe it, but it
Yeah.
was if you're into guns and old guns and historical stuff, it was cool.
Yeah.
No,
That's-
I don't know what Night Train was asking if DeFira did himself with a PPK. I don't know. I think
I
I
think I
don't
have
know.
heard something like that. So here's a whole bunch of guns. What's the Olympia? So there's the OSP, GSP. These sounds like all the Olympic ones. The Olympia is probably the same thing. The Walther Olympia. Let me see if it goes to. If there's any pictures. No. Let's just, if you recognize any of these, Model 9, P38, P88, Compact, PPK.
The MPL, the MPK, MPL is a machine gun, submachine gun. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know if they have. Oh, there you go. Oh.
That's a cool one too.
Ah.
Yeah.
So were those here? Were those ever in the States?
There's some registered transferable guns. Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
And they sold parts kits too. They're cut up pretty bad, but
here's a soldier. Looks like he just came off this helicopter.
Get to the chopper. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. As I've gotten older in the gun game, now you start looking for all those weird. When I first started this, I was just all about some Glocks.
Yeah, but then you get, as I say, you get jaded,
Right.
and it's like, how many striker fired pistols can you have? And they're really not that different. They might have different names and different features and different guts and places for different sights and all that, but it's still a striker fired pistol.
Yeah.
So then you start to, I think I want something that nobody else has, like that pistol you got, that 22. That's pretty rare. You don't find a whole lot of those around.
Yeah, that's the kind of I'm in that mode now. That's pretty much what I'm looking for.
That bullpup Walther I gave you. You don't see too many of those around here.
No, you don't see those.
Did you see how much that one sold for at that auction?
No. We'll take a break. We're coming back. We'll take a break. We'll come back and talk.
With Armslist, you can shop the extensive list of local and nationwide firearms classified, now with more confidence because of their built-in firewall. For only $6.99 a month for personal use, or $30 a month for business vendors. So when you're in the market, please consider Armslist. We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Armslist.
So Night Train is saying that Hitler offed himself with a Walther P38.
P38.
Yeah.
Good choice. I have a couple of those. Good choice.
So there you go.
Way ahead.
That would have been
time.
like a sidearm. Would that have been a sidearm? That wasn't like. Was that standard issue to?
Officers and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay. Boom. There's Babyface P.
Tank
Your
crews.
audio is not on, Patrick. Not sure why. Oh, okay, maybe we'll get him coming back in. Yeah. Yeah, that's common to see in the movies or other places, like as a sidearm. So
Lugers and all that stuff. Yeah, that's the. But the Germans carried all kinds of guns for sidearms. All the countries they took over, CZs and French pistols, and they used whatever they had. So
they had rubies.
Yeah.
Which ruby is Spanish. Spain.
Yeah. I have one of those here too, as a matter of fact, somewhere around here. But they started making They made thousands, hundreds of thousands of those during World War I, and then they just kept using them throughout World War II, all that stuff.
So what's the most like collectible World War II gun? Is it the Sturmgewehr?
Oh,
no.
of any gun?
No.
Yeah. No.
PO8 Luger, maybe?
No, FG-42.
Oh, the FG-42.
You think that's more sought after than anything else?
It's the most expensive.
Yeah.
As Ian McCullum just did a video on one of those Unforgotten Weapons, where he compared the first model and second. He was kind of being careful because this costs more than my house does. So, and that's
Jeez.
FGs weren't really used a whole lot, were they? They were kind of late game production, and they never really got full swing.
They delivered the most of them right before the end of the war.
Okay.
Because I guess they had so much parts that had been made, and then they were just getting them manufactured and put together, and a lot of them hit the streets right before the end. So, yeah.
So is that how they became like the most collectible, like just because of that situation? Yeah.
They didn't make as many of them as, say, the MP44s and the STGs and all that stuff. And in the country here, because of our goofy ass, freaking dumb rules about machine guns, they're real. I think he said a magazine's worth like $5,000.
That wouldn't surprise me,
because they're so rare, and they made between the first model guns magazines don't fit in the second model guns magazines, because it was in a constant state of development through the whole process of the gun. So I mean, it's pretty incredible what the Germans did. I mean, in a very short period of time, they made tens and thousands of rifles and STGs. And
going back to what we said, we can't even tool up and make a gun work nowadays. They were producing them with slave labor. They were working just damn fine.
And they're getting their ass bombed every freaking day.
Yep. And
pressure
can't even make a barrel that works.
Pressure makes diamonds and bust pipes, according to the Jamaicans.
But the more you look into the German stuff, they were freaking tunnels and underground factories everywhere. I mean, I guess Poland is covered from one end to the other with underground facilities and stuff. So, hats off to the Germans, man. Of course, they had a lot of forced labor too. So.
Yeah. So the coolest thing that so I've seen the FG-42. I think we all have, right? We've all pretty much seen that and shot. The coolest thing that I've seen, I didn't shoot it, but when I went to the Dragon Man Museum, I asked him, the Dragon Man Museum's got like the most guns and military stuff I've ever seen ever.
He's got the interesting thing about him is he has a lot of transferables as well. So that means got a lot of money in.
Yeah, that stuff is nuts, man. We should make like a field trip or something and go out there. But I remember I asked him. I said, like, you got all of this stuff. What's the craziest thing you have here? And he told me that in his collection, he has Hitler's bodyguards had these belt buckle guns, and he's got uncommon. Yeah, and he said he had serial number 001. So, I mean, it's a thing.
Yeah, they were not very common.
Yeah.
No.
And he happens to have some of them. That's crazy, but so he said that was like the craziest thing in his collection. So I guess that would be from World War II. Yeah. And I suggest people go out there if you get a chance. Go check out that museum. It's in Colorado. I think Colorado Springs.
Is that where it is?
Yeah.
When we go out to visit Marley's sister, we might be traveling there for the day. How far is Golden?
I think it's in Colorado Springs. Let me see, Dragon Man Museum. And there's one day, I think like on a Sunday, if you go there on a Sunday at 10 o'clock in the morning or something, he'll actually give you a tour.
Yeah, okay. We're going to be doing that whenever we get out there.
Yeah. So,
Marley, we got something to do. Whenever we go visit your sister, we got to go to Colorado Springs. Because it's only
history.
An hour. Don't complain,
history museum. History.
It's
important, woman.
I want to go to. She says yes. It's because it's a history museum.
There you go. Because history.
Working functional history that shoots hot lead.
Yeah, 42 Chill says he has ass loads of... Walt, you've never been there, right, Walt?
No, never.
You love this place, Walt.
I've only ever seen pictures, but Walter, I imagine you would be in awe. Like,
I don't think you want to leave, Walt. It was
military
nuts.
vehicles out the wazoo.
Oh my god.
And functional ones too. I believe a lot. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know if the barrels of the tanks are functional, but I know he has a lot of functional 50 cals on top and 30 cals. I thought he had a functional.
He's got like
some sort of
World War
functional-
II everything.
Yeah, the
the
has
motorcycles, all the jeeps. He's
It's
got every
unbelievable.
uniform, every military uniform
Yeah, and they're,
ever
like,
on this
pristine.
planet. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. It's nuts. I've never seen anything like that. It's crazy, Walt. If he put a strip club and then he put like a racetrack or something
And a
over there,
steakhouse. A steakhouse, a strip club,
I'd never leave.
a dirt bike track.
And a digger. You gotta have a digger.
You gotta have in front of it.
Oh, speaking
It's
of that,
nuts.
I just saw something recently about the Ukrainians over there. They've made their own mine clearing device machine using one of those diggers, and they put the spinning chain thing on the front of the thing, and it works. Fucking thing works.
Okay.
Really
So
well.
what? It reaches out and spins.
Well, you know how those diggers, how they have the arms come out on them. Well, they have the spinning the flail thing up front.
It's
with
got
the guard on it.
a chain flail on the front that whips the chains around.
And I don't
did
know
that
if I don't know if it's RC controlled or if there's a driver inside of it, but it goes along and it says it just rips it up and they go off and boom,
That's what they did post World War II. You could see Shermans that have the big flail on the front going through minefields, just clearing minefields.
You know what they did post World War II? It's called German POWs.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I bet you they
them
made
up.
some people walk through there. Oh,
They made them go and they dug them up.
You want to put the mining out there? You go dig the mining up.
yeah.
That's exactly right.
By the way,
There's
Edward
a
Andrews.
movie about that.
Yeah, I think I've seen something like that. Edward Andrews shared some of his Walthers with us, so there you go, boom.
Oh, look at that. Is that
Yeah, that looks like a.
20.
Is that a?
22? I think, right?
No, that's not 22. Is it?
No, I don't know what that is.
I don't know. He'd have to
Go
tell
to the
us.
next picture. It has a round on the next picture.
Oh, okay.
Right there, 9mm.
9. Yeah, it looks like a 9.
9.
Okay.
9.
9.
9.
So there you go.
Oh, Hank,
What's up?
Dragon Man does have a motocross park
There is one next door. Yeah.
on his property. It's his. So
Oh,
yeah,
it's his? Okay,
hey, Walter,
yeah.
they also have dirt bike track there.
Yeah, you see the dirt bikes before you get there.
Yeah.
It's
You got
nuts.
dirt bikes, you got military vehicles, you got machine guns.
Walter,
you got-
you will not want to leave that
you
place.
really need to take a trip.
You won't want to leave that place, Walter. It is so nuts. And he's such a
Museum
cool
tours
guy.
on
He's such a cool
Wednesdays and
guy.
Fridays.
Yeah, he's a great guy. Like a Jewish guy from Brooklyn. Just a good old boy from Brooklyn. It's all about
You
guns.
gotta go. Yeah, I want to go see
I
that.
don't think he's been in Brooklyn for
He still
a
has.
long
has.
time.
No, he hasn't. But he still has the Brooklyn accent, though.
Well,
Does he?
I believe. Yeah. hmm
It's not as
He's
heavy. It's not super heavy.
he's made his money rebuilding Harley Davidson engines. That's how he's made his money. So.
Yeah.
Is that really how he did it? I didn't know that.
He has a Harley with a flamethrower and I think a machine gun.
So he. Oh, interesting. I was just about to ask how did he make his money. So he was a mechanic. He's a motorcycle mechanic.
Yeah. He's got a bunch of muscle cars and all that in that museum too. He's got crazy shit. Yeah, it's nuts.
Good for him. I wonder if he sold the company and made a bunch of money or something, and then was like, "Fuck it, I'm buying machine guns."
I don't know.
That's what I would do.
But he
If
does
I had
look.
a company,
Yeah. hmm
if I had a company that was worth $25 million and I sold it to a larger corporation,
Yeah.
I'm buying machine guns.
You know who he
I'm
reminds
buying
me
100
of?
acres and a bunch of machine guns.
He's been buying when things weren't as crazy priced.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
other thing. He's been buying since like the
People
60s
also
and 70s.
donate a bunch of stuff to him that they can't take care of, things like that.
Memorabilia, material, things like that for the museum. I think
He
they
reminds me. Did you ever look at that reality show West Coast? I think it was West Coast Choppers, or
Yeah, I remember that.
with the father and the son.
Yeah,
That's
Tunnels.
how. Yeah, he's like a big dude, like that big tall dude, and
That's Orange County Choppers.
Orange County Choppers. That's right. OCC.
I've been there. I've been there.
Oh, you have? Okay, cool.
Really?
Well, when we went, the new building before, they're not in that new building anymore because they lost it. But as far as I know, I think but they were still in their small shop, and they were building that building. So yeah, that was a little over expansion. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
you bring in that Discovery Channel money, and then you go, ooh, we can open up a whole lot more.
And then Discovery.
That was also 2004, 2005, before the financial crisis. So I bet you crashed. People were like, fuck this, I'm not buying motorcycles. I don't got money for them.
Those motorcycles were not that awesome. Let's be for real. They looked crazy.
Way overpriced. Way overpriced.
Yeah. There's no way those bikes were easy to ride and comfortable.
They made them. They made them with like rock suspension, no nothing. They were just your ass on the pavement, basically.
Yeah. This is before your time, Patrick. But there used to be this show called Pimp My Ride.
Oh no, I watched that on MTV.
Oh, here's the baby.
You want to tell us about it?
Baby sightings.
Don't lick it. No, don't lick it. He's trying to eat the microphone.
He's a baby. You put things in close to him. He puts those things in his mouth.
Baby up there.
Oh yeah, he could see himself. Yeah.
Yeah, he sees so on camera.
Hey, I'm telling you, Patrick, that program, that software that makes the mouth do things, say things.
Do we do one for him every Monday?
Every day? No, every day you should have the thoughts of the
day from Chromie V.
Next thing you know, he's got 1 million+ subscribers.
That's not a bad idea, actually.
So you guys don't know. You guys don't know what they're talking about. Well, if you actually go to the Instagram, you'll see. Can I show Can I show the one I did of Chromie V because I didn't publish it anywhere?
Yeah,
show that, right? Yeah, here we go. You guys can't hear this, but basically Chromie V's talking here.
They're so creepy. You move your head too much.
I was playing that.
They're so creepy.
That's not me. That's not me doing that.
Get out of here.
It's the AI. The AI is doing that.
Wait, you don't record the face movement?
No, I can, but I've never.
I thought you did the motion capture and then you were lip syncing.
No,
it's all AI.
Yeah, it's all AI. I've never done.
It's weird.
Yeah. So here's the
motorcycles.
Here's the one of Patrick. Check that out.
God.
I like that little Indian. That's like a little Indian
ridiculous
move right there. Do you like that? Yeah, he did. Look, he did this. I can't even do. Yeah, there you go.
Little head, side to side.
I can't. My neck is too freaking thick. I can't believe it. I can't do that. I can't believe I can't. Oh wait, hold on. I can't do that neck thing. How do you do? My neck and my shoulders are too massive to be able to do that. But yeah, so I got a bunch of these that I've been posting.
I gotta watch that again. Like I said, I was in Costco when I got that, and I'm playing it with the volume full on. It's like, turn that off, turn that off. She's telling me, turn that off. I'm like,
oh, here's the one with Walter.
Yeah.
You guys can't. If you want to hear the audio of this, you got to go to Who Moved My Freedom WMMF podcast on Instagram. That's how you'll. Yeah, that's how you'll. There's a bunch of them on the old Instagrams that I'm posting up. So that's the place where you can. That's the place where you can find those. You know, WMMF. Let's see, WMMF podcast. Let's pull it up here. So that's where you go. You know, that's pretty much where I promote the podcast stuff. But look, Patrick can do that. You can do that.
You got one thing. You got one from Mike from High Point too. Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, Dave. Yeah, that's Dave right there.
Dave. Yeah.
Singing. I don't think he liked that very much.
He commented on it.
Yeah. And then Walter is doing a Monty Python one. So I can actually have that lip sync me and use me, but that's their own pre-programmed stuff that they have in there that I go through and I try to find and put one up. Yeah, 42 Chill said big neck. I don't know how to I can't do the I can't do it. I feel like my neck's gonna break off or something like that. I can't do that move. Patrick just did it. His neck is still skinny enough. Yeah, it's like the. There you go. I love it. If you look at an Indian movie and they do the
like Bolly films.
Yeah, I've been looking at the first movies I ever saw in my life were Indian movies. I mean, I guess that's what they had in Guyana, and that's where my mom took me to. But yeah, I love that stuff. Okay, what other crazy stuff is going on here that we could get into? Did you guys see the pilot who went nuts on a barricade in the airport parking lot? Did you guys see that thing?
No, I didn't see it. I know you sent it, but I didn't.
Mm-mm.
I was doing something else.
Yeah, so here it goes. Unhinged United Airlines pilot attacks parking gate with axe. It says here, just hit his breaking point. A United Airlines pilot was caught in a shocking video attacking a parking arm at Denver International Airport with an axe, later telling authorities he just hit his breaking point. So,
over what? What broke him?
I guess he just had like a rough flights and stuff like that. He was trying to leave the airport. You know those arms that come down that
he chopped it right off?
Yeah, he I'm waiting for this ad to roll through here, and then here we go. I'll play it. Here we go. He went and got an axe.
Who did he get the axe at?
I had enough of you, motherfucker. Get out of my way.
I mean, that's some good blows. He's landing a lot of blows.
He's landing good blows, but you know, all you have to do is just get on the weekend and pull it towards you. You know, it flexes more this way than it does this way.
It looked like he's hacking at a piece of aluminum. That's probably what
he is, I think.
Yeah, so he got arrested. Like, some guys who worked there tried to stop him, which he resisted, but then he gave up to them. Then the cops came, and he gave up to the cops. Yeah, you know what? I felt like that this weekend over my gate. My gate is so freaking annoying.
There are times.
I was out there trying to fix my gate. Eventually, I just disconnected. You know, got the power arm thing to open.
Yeah.
I've got one of those Mighty Mule things, and it's such a pain. Because the gate, you know, if you have a long gate and it's out there in the heat, plus it's heavy, it bends, then it drags.
I know all about having a long gate out in there.
Yeah. I try to put... I try to put a wheel on it, and all. It's just, oh my god.
Sometimes you gotta swing yourself sideways before sitting on the john.
Sometimes you gotta hack it off.
You don't sit on it.
So yeah, can you imagine that guy was flying people around and will be flying people around again?
So did they say he didn't lose his job over that?
I don't think he lost his job, but he was suspended for a little while.
It sounds like they need to send him to
he'll
some remedial
probably
anger
get
management.
he'll get some anger management stuff.
Yeah. Yep.
But he's 63. He's really close to retiring. So
yeah, but they need pilots. They need pilots, man. They got pilots who get on there drunk, who do all kinds of craziness, you know.
Well, hell, back in the old days, that's what you did when you were waiting for a flight.
Yeah, well, there you go.
I mean, now they make the announcement on the airplane. If you look like you've drank too much, they won't let you on the plane.
I had the guy was the last time I flew. I had somebody get kicked off the plane because he drank too much, and he was cordial. He wasn't causing a scene. He was just a little overly drunk.
They'll let you out.
He was on the plane and just was like the little...
Yeah, we're taking a break. We're taking a break. Coming right back.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of a DAO, or decentralized autonomous organization like TUSC Crypto. TUSC cryptocurrency is a firearm-friendly e-commerce option for online payment transactions, secured on the blockchain. So when you're in the crypto market, please consider TUSC, TUSC.
Yeah, what's you guys' worst experience on a plane? You know, recently. Go ahead.
I never really. Well, let me see. Let me think back in time.
You gotta think about it a little bit.
I've never had any psycho people freak out or anything like that.
No, that chick who said that motherfucker. He ain't real.
No.
He's not real.
For me, it's just you babies on a plane that just want to scream, things like that.
Yeah,
I had a kid who took my seat for 45 minutes straight before I had to turn around and be like, if you do that one more time, I'm going to cut your feet off.
Once, I don't know if Walter was there when this happened. Somewhere in the back of my mind, I feel like Walter was there. But one time I was on a plane, and this woman sitting next to me, her kid was out of control. crying and screaming, carrying on, and he or she somehow wormed her way out of the mother's lap into the where my foot goes, and that kid was just down there screaming its head off, and no one would come get this kid. Okay, so the stewardess, the mother wouldn't get her. The stewardesses, I think I posted this somewhere.
No, it wasn't me. I wasn't there.
Yeah, it was just nuts. This kid was just there screaming her head off the whole, and I was like, oh, okay. No one's gonna do anything about this, I guess. So yeah, that was. I'm pretty sure if I picked up that kid and just
you're the bad guy. Yeah, you're the evil one.
Pick it up, look it right in his face, and go, "Shut the fuck up!"
Yeah, see what he does.
Yeah, immediately I would have been locked away.
Yep,
locked away for life.
You would have been the bad guy then.
Yeah.
The only thing worse than that is getting boarded last, and then you're stuck sitting next to the toilet, and it stinks the whole flight. Sometimes you get that, and it's just like,
yeah.
Well, anyways, we won't.
You get stuck sitting next to someone that farts on you the whole time.
Oh, I've never had to worry about that.
Try riding 8 hours in coach to England, and there's some tall fucker behind you with his knees in your back the whole time. And it's like, okay, and you don't feel good to begin with, which I didn't feel good anyways, and it's just like, you know what? I ain't doing this again. I ain't riding.
Yeah, why didn't you fly to England first class?
We flew into business class, and it's a lot more money, but gosh darn it, it's so nice.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah. I wish I could find that. I feel like I posted that a long time ago. Yeah, if you know,
I got
if
bumped
you
one
can afford
time.
it.
I don't know why they bumped me, but I was flying out to California with a stopover in Denver, and it was like the longest leg of the flight, like 3 or 4 hours, and I got bumped to first class, and the guy next to me may or may not have been a serial killer. I don't know. We chatted the whole time. He was a nice, I'd say, older gentleman, maybe 40s, late 40s, and mind you, I was
definitely a serial killer.
I was in my early 20s, very early 20s. I might have been 19. But he kept saying, "Oh yeah, no, you should, man, come on down. My family's got a cabin up in right on the ski slopes. It's ski season. Come on."
I don't think he was a serial killer. He wanted to serially rape your ass.
He might have been that, yeah. And I was like, I gotta get to California. I'm sorry, I can't do that.
Patrick, I'm sure alarm bells were going off for you.
Oh, absolutely. I was like, no thanks, I'm sorry. But really nice. But yeah, he probably something was wrong with him. Yeah.
I know there was a time that Lola and I don't know if we were going to SHOT Show or where the hell we were going, but we were trying to fly out of Gainesville, and we were going to Grand Canyon, I think, with the kids. And we had to take Gainesville airport shut down. So then we had to take cabs and go to Orlando airport.
That is
yeah. Yes. And I think did the same thing happen coming back? It was a nightmare.
I've never had to sit in the back seat of a cab or anything or an Uber for that long. It's only max I've ever done is like 20 or 25 minutes.
I think that's the first time that the boys were ever flew. So yeah, that kind of stuff is not fun when that happens to you.
Well, luckily my children, my men's, when they were little, they slept and we were good. There was no problems at all.
It's good. We want to go.
We
want to go out. Sorry, we want to go out to Colorado, and I'm not ready yet. I'm just like, I can't fly with an 8-month-old. I don't trust him being good.
I think the ears pop, and that's where the crying.
Yeah, you think of those things, and he doesn't understand it. It just makes his ears hurt.
Then you don't want to be that person that has the baby who's out of control on the plane and everyone. It's like people take their babies to a restaurant with them, and that baby is totally out of control, and they just sit there and don't leave.
I don't know if we've talked about it here before, but parents that either don't take care of their kids, like they take them out to dinner and they just run wild, or parents that take their kids to dinner and then sit them down and put an iPad or a phone or something in front of them and then ignore them the entire dinner. Both of those equally drive me nuts. I can't stand that. Ugh.
And that's why the best place to go to dinner is a place where they don't do kids. And there's a lot of places like that where you can't bring little kids to dinner. So
Well, it's not that hard. Now that I have one, I can say it's not that hard. I just take them. I pick them up and we walk outside and we look at cars. It's not that difficult.
Yeah, I mean, there has to be some kind of etiquette if your kid is out of control. First of all, my mother never had that problem because we were scared shitless. Yeah, we were scared shitless of acting up in public. You know, I think that's
what time?
Yeah, that that first of all, people don't put the fear of that in their kids.
Looks like we're gonna be.
What's up?
Oh, we're still there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm here. Yeah, you're here.
Okay.
Did your lights just flicker or something? Oh, okay.
No, I was playing with this flashlight where the battery's dying.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, no, you're here.
I froze up. So.
Yeah, I think that was on you because Patrick was still moving and everything. I saw
fine.
that you.
Everything's been fine here.
Yeah.
I don't think it liked me saying your mama would beat you. That's what I was saying.
Well,
We
don't have enough of that.
So far, we're not to that age yet where I have to worry about it, but so far ours has been really good. There are times where 8 o'clock rolls around and we're at dinner, and he gets grumpy because he's a kid. He's tired. He's an 8-month-old. He's tired. So I'll pick him up, or Marley will pick him up, and we'll go sit outside on the front stoop. And as long as he's outside staring at traffic, he's happy. He just doesn't want to sit in the little seat while we're eating dinner, But yeah, no, I don't let him scream. I can't tolerate that.
Yeah, for the most part, what I've seen of Chromie, he's a good baby. But yeah, all babies will have something that's
They'll have their
You can't.
Yeah.
You can't. Yeah. He's hungry or tired. You can't. He can't regulate his emotions, so he's just gonna get angry.
A lot of adults can't do that. So
yes,
yeah, that's true.
True.
I think there's just a lot of people that don't know how to act in public. I think things have to be really. I'm not saying people should just roll over you in public, but there are people who just don't know how to act in public anymore with other people.
Because they got no home learning. That's why.
Yeah. There's not enough beating. You know those countries where they go around and beat the shit out of you with a big stick or something if you don't know how to behave yourself? We're missing that in America.
When you stand up and act like an ass on an airplane and delay everybody else and delay everybody else's life, you should be taken out and beaten on the tarmac in front of everybody.
The climate folks that sit in front of traffic, you cannot. Just run them over.
Yeah, that's why those videos of people just dragging them off the streets are so viral, because I think people just enjoy that.
The F1 series race that the guy tried to glue himself to the asphalt before the race started.
No.
Formula One cars were parked ready to get moving.
Okay.
Did this just happen?
Within the last 2 weeks.
How do you glue yourself to asphalt?
The climate guy jumped the rail, super glued his hand, and stuck it to the asphalt to try to, because it disrupts everything. If he can't get his hand off quick enough, they have to come surgically remove it. Yeah, like they have to take the concrete. It's a big pain in the ass because you can't just rip his hand off. This two security guys come over, and one guy just grabs him like around the neck and shoulder and just yanks, and his hand pops right off, and everybody's like clapping.
Do you know where what country that was in by any chance?
I'll look it up. I'm sure it was like France or something. It was in the EU.
I have a friend who's drives for Ferrari, not the cars on the track, but drives the trucks and for Ferrari. So,
you know what's crazy? The people that have been doing that with these priceless paintings in museums that have been gluing themselves to it or spray painting it or somehow damaging, these like Picassos or something, I mean, what the hell? Yeah, there should be a stick in public as the public beating stick, and you do something like that's outrageous, and someone goes and breaks the glass, gets the beating stick out, and you get some volunteers, and you get a couple of lashes until people feel like satisfied, like, okay, now we feel cool, like you've paid your penance.
Put them in the stocks out front and put a bin of rotten fruit out front, and you get the.
I mean, what kind of... yeah. Kirk24 says, back in the day when you messed up in the neighborhood, someone would kick your butt, then bring you home and get it again from your parents, and your parents would thank the person also. Yep. That's happened to me a couple times. One time I got beaten in school, and then I went and told my mother, and she was like, oh, why'd they beat you? And I was like, oh, because they gave me this test, and I got like all these answers wrong, and they gave me a lash for each one of them. You need to go deal with those people. She was like, oh, okay. And then she gave me a lash also for everything I got wrong. Seriously. You know? So, that was my mistake. My mother was a teacher, and I made the mistake of thinking she would be on my side. I don't know why. But, yeah, she wasn't on my side. So, that was the last time I ever told her shit.
I'm sorry, it wasn't recent. It happened 4 months ago, and it's on a Formula E event. I guess they do electric Formula race cars now?
Yes.
Yeah, so it was at a Formula E event.
Why would the guy be protesting the electric thing? Well, it's all the same.
You know?
But
I can't even tell you. I have no idea. I have no clue. Yeah, it was a Formula E event.
He's got to protest some shit. No, everyone in the world should just walk.
A gasoline engine place. Like, this is so stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know my friend that drives the truck for Formula would have great pleasure in tearing him off the track. So.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? People get away with that stuff in certain countries. If you were in Saudi Arabia, for example, I don't think you would think about doing that. Because someone would have a beating stick or a chopping knife for your hand or whatever.
You have interrupted Big Buana's race, so you're going to pay.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
You have embarrassed the royal family.
It was Germany? Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Does that surprise anybody that they let him get away with it?
The Germans have punked the fuck out, but I guess
he was in Germany a couple weeks ago for the regular Formula One. So
yeah. Germany, after getting a good spanking, Germany pretty much,
well, nothing happened.
They've been fully wussified. They've been fully wussified. That's the best way to put it. That's the easiest way to put it to you.
100% denial. So, and that's why the Germans. One of the channels I watch on the YouTube, a guy goes out and he goes to all the tunnels and the old factories, and the Germans have sealed all of that stuff up, blown it up so you can't get to it. In recent times, not from way back, because they're in this big denial thing. So, you're better off, like the Poles. From what I understand, the Poles, all these old tunnels and factories and stuff like that, it's all open. They make museums out of them. It's all like a tourist attraction. So
cool.
Yeah. I mean, come on. Everybody wants to come and see it. Everybody wants to go see tunnels, and it's history. You can't deny it.
Yeah, but the Germans came out on a really bad side of that whole thing.
Yeah, but
they're secretly plotting against us, just like the Japanese. The Italians have been getting their revenge by just selling us expensive Lamborghinis and Ferraris and Berettas.
Okay.
Speaking of, I got me a new gun, Walter. I got to go pick it up. I was gonna go today. Oh, you want to hear a story? You want to hear?
Did you win a gun in an auction? Is that?
Yeah, I bought a gun in an auction. Yeah,
okay, tell us the story. Okay.
I bought a Winchester 62, which is a iteration of the 1890, and then the 1906. The 62 is an iteration off the 1906. And I've wanted one for a very long time. It came up in the auction towards the end of this gun auction that happens down near Walther, and I was like, fuck it, I'm going to win this. So I think I ended up paying $375. So it's not a big chunk of money. But I misread, and I thought that they said that they were located in Dunellen, which is a city in Florida.
It's Dunedin, not Dunellen, dumbass.
45 minutes south of Gainesville. No, they are in Dunedin, which is about 2.5 hours south of Gainesville. So
that's about 15 minutes away from me.
It's still in Florida.
It is. No. So we're actually going to be there this weekend for a baby shower for a friend of ours. So Friday morning, I'm going to stop through and grab it.
Oh, cool.
And if I still have those 22s and the 12 gauge shotgun, you'll come see me too.
I will come seeing you on the way too.
Because
Unless you figured out the Ocala stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta call him tomorrow.
You know what's crazy? I've been looking through my Instagram to see if I could find that video of the crying chick, and I just realized something. I don't know if Lola is looking at this or not, but I have to tell you guys something. All these years I've put into YouTube have totally ruined me and my wife. Let me show you how skinny this chick was back in the days. Boom!
You better watch what you start saying. You better watch your mouth.
Look, this is Lola.
I know, but you better watch.
Look at the muscles.
You are riding the line.
That's crazy. Oh, look, that's my that's my
should have said, "Look how beautiful my wife is."
Oh, Lola is still beautiful. She's still beautiful.
Via Cross.
Yeah, that's the Via Cross right there. But yeah, you know what? I haven't seen this picture. Look at that.
How long ago was that?
That is a while ago. This says October 2nd, 2013. Holy moly.
10 years ago.
Yeah, 10 years. Wow.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I can show you some pictures of my we'll say still, but my much younger significant other when we first started going out and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, even I was skinny. Look at this. Look at this one. Look at that.
Yeah. Oh, and the shaved head is so weird. I'm not used to that.
Wow. Yeah, man. You know, the fat that I've put on for the YouTubes.
Tactical fat. That is.
Yeah. Damn it. You know, I can't believe. Yeah, it's a lot. I've been doing this thing for more than 10 years now. At this point.
It's wild.
Or around. I could say around 10 years at this point. Look, everyone looks. Look, here's my kids. Look at that. They're not even babies anymore. It's crazy. I gotta send these things to their butts. They probably don't even remember this. Yeah. So yeah, crazy. But I didn't find the video of the crazy crying chick. I probably took it off.
What? Okay, remind me what the crazy crying chick.
Yeah, it was this. It was like this. There was this. I was in the airplane and this. This baby was just crying, and the mother just left the baby at my feet crying. And I was like, oh, okay, I guess this is a thing. You just get on the plane and let your kid...
No.
Well, it's like when you go to a restaurant and these kids are running up and down the aisle of the restaurant. It's like... We
had a kid come up to our table once, put his grubby little hands on our table, and just, look at our food. And I was like, what the fuck? Where are your parents at? What
and you go,
doing?
And he goes, ah!
Yeah, run off.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. There's certain people who just their personal philosophy in life is that they will never scold or spank their kids. And then there's me.
A good whooping every now and then is healthy.
My boys never were too much problem with it, and had to get to that situation. It's not.
Yeah, I didn't have to do too much of that either. My kids were,
Yeah. No.
I mean, I found it. I found it. You guys are not going to believe this. I just found it. Look at this.
Is it on Instagram?
Look. Yes, on Instagram. Look.
Yeah, no.
That's my feet. She's just down there bawling her eyes out. You see that?
Nope, I would be saying something. I ain't having that.
Screaming. If you guys could hear, I'll send you guys the link to this so you can hear it. Everyone else is not going to be able to hear it, but nuts.
Need to add your own audio track to her screaming.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm going to send it to you guys right now so you can hear it. We're going to take a break and be right back. I knew I would find
The Who Moved My Freedom podcast is made possible by our partners at 2A Commerce. Veteran owned and with over 20 years experience, 2A Commerce is the leader in custom e-commerce and web application development in the shooting sports industry. Clients include major brands such as Guard Dog Body Armor, Sylvan Arms, AccuFire Technologies, The Tactical Games, Warrior Knife Company, and yours truly, Hank Strange. Visit 2A Commerce and support this show by supporting them. Once again, visit the number 2acommerce.com.
I don't know if you guys could hear that. I'll probably have to unplug my phone from the system here. Let me see. I could do that. And
You don't have to.
Yeah.
We do not need to hear a kid scream at 9 o'clock at night. I'm good without. I hear it all day long. I'm good. I'm good
I
without.
sent it to you. That was nuts, man. That I was like, this is just gonna go on. No one on that flight.
What happened? Did somebody finally come get that kid out from under your legs?
She just kept crying until she ran herself out of energy.
Are you shitting me? No.
No one did.
No.
I'm telling you, no one did shit about that.
Absolutely not. That is not happening around me.
No one did anything about it. They left her right there. No one came and told the mother anything. The mother didn't do anything. They just left that kid there, and she just screamed her head off until she passed out or something.
Nope.
Yep.
It's funny,
we were already in the air. What was I couldn't do anything about it.
Chloroform.
People wouldn't even look at me after the flight. Everyone was just like,
because they were
don't look at him. Don't make eye contact.
happened.
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah. 42 Chill said Trump bail set at $200K. Did they?
What does that even matter?
I don't know. How many charges is this? How many things is Trump caught now? Did we get to the magical 5?
Can a state do that? I still think that's crazy.
I don't know. We're living in crazy times. That's all I could say to you.
All I know is they just opened a can of worms they didn't want to open.
Republicans will never do this, so Biden will never face this. Okay.
Don't say never. Don't say never.
I'm pretty sure Republicans.
I think Republicans are too pussy to go after anything like this.
Well,
I personally don't think they will.
Yeah, I agree with Patrick on that one.
Yeah.
It will. Maybe the younger, more fierce ones will, but the older McConnells and the Lindsey Grahams and those types, nope. They're happy with the status quo. They don't.
The older ones will be here, man. No matter what, they prop those bastards up and they keep living.
He had a stroke on camera, and they still said, "Oh,
and
nothing happened."
They always shut the folks down. That's why has anyone tried to impeach Biden yet? I don't think so. Have they done any impeachment? They were impeaching Trump before he even got to the White House. Right?
And the Republicans played the game right along with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Because the Republicans didn't want him there either.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He was in their way of actually doing stuff.
He didn't take their money, so they didn't want him there.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I don't think there's going to be tit for tat, man. Even when Trump got in, he said he was going to lock up Hillary. He didn't lock Hillary up. Now Hillary is freaking storming the West Coast and flooding and mudsliding everywhere out there.
I got a kick out of the whole the whole.
How did this storm get named Hillary? How did this hurricane off the West Coast get named Hillary?
They acted like the world was coming to an end because of the tropical storm.
Mm-hmm. Was it a tropical? I thought it was a hurricane. It's not a hurricane?
No, it was a tropical storm.
Oh, okay. Tropical storm is nothing for us. That's a Tuesday.
That's a thunderstorm around here. So
yes, yeah.
I mean, of course, we don't have mudslides and flash floods and all that stuff for the most part, but they played it up like the world was coming to an end in California, and I was like, okay, so it's a tropical storm. And?
Listen, Al Gore said years ago that California would be all underwater. And here we are in 2023.
Hey!
He's the type to say that and then go buy the property for cheap.
When I was a kid, they were supposed to run out of gas by the 80s, you know. What happened?
Yeah.
We did run out of gas if it wasn't for the aliens and the lasers.
You know what I Googled yesterday that I forgot about until just yesterday? Does anybody remember the acid rain scare? Oh, it's gonna. We're gonna everything's gonna have acid rain. The crops are gonna die. Your paint's gonna peel off your cars.
Yeah, all the movies said that.
You remember the holes in the ozone?
Yep, that's gone.
Freon?
That's gone. Freon, yeah. Freon is what caused that. Yeah.
Freon, that was one of the biggest scams.
And Freon went from $5 to $10 a gallon to now $500 a gallon. Like,
Right now, it's the cows. The cows are what's killing the planet, and this is why we have to eat fake vegetable
you know what it is?
that bleeds.
It is me. I will take full responsibility for eating at Taco Bell. That's what's causing it.
If the cows are the problem, right? Do you think if we got rid of all the cows, we're getting rid of the flatulence on this planet?
No, that's ridiculous.
Actually, probably the vegetarians fart more than the meat eaters do, because a lot of those veggie stuff is real gaseous. Hitler was a vegetarian and he had a gas problem. So
that's a good reason. Hitler was a vegetarian. I never knew that. Look at that. Look at what you learn on
Hitler.
Was he really a vegetarian? Because that's a good reason to never be a vegetarian.
He was a vegetarian. Yes.
Oh, that's why he was so angry. He just should have ate a frickin' steak. Yeah.
He should have ate a little. He should have got.
Is that true? I hear Patrick tapping the teeth. Oh.
He should have got a little more vitamin P, and he would have been a better person. So.
There's a Adam Sandler movie where he's like Adam Sandler is the prince in hell. What was it called? What was that called? One of these Adam Sandler movies. But anyway, so he's a prince in hell, and Hitler's down there, and every day Hitler comes out, and they get a pineapple, and they stick a pineapple. You never. What is it called?
Was that was an Adam Sandler movie?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
It's where he's like the prince of hell or something, and he's trying to save hell. I know. Real Cool Joe's not gonna like this one.
Little Nicky,
yeah. You know, and Hitler is in hell, and every day he has to come and get a pineapple shoved up his patootie. You never saw this? It's the funniest.
Up his bunghole.
Yeah. Oh, look. Yeah, here. I found some pictures from the movie.
Hitler in a dress?
Yeah. Yeah, he has to come in a dress and pick out a pineapple. You know, it's the funniest movie scene. He has to come and pick out a pineapple, so he comes and gets like the smallest pineapple possible. See, he comes and gets like a little tiny pineapple and tries to give him and then he goes, no, he has to get a bigger pineapple. And there's a line in there where Hitler goes, "Are you serious?" And then he has to get that. Yeah, that's his punishment in hell. So that was fun. I love a Adam Sandler movie, man. I'll tell you, if the only movies we could watch on this planet were Adam Sandler movies, there'd be no more war. The wars would be over. Little Nicky, yeah. Jay Grew says Little Nicky. So there you go. If you've never seen it, you got to go look at it. Funny movie. Really, really, it's a classic. Adam Sandler classic. Here, I'll show you guys that's what the poster looks like right there. Look at that haircut.
And your mother was an angel.
Yeah. All right, so let's divest from the movies. Okay, and so no guns have come out, right? You know, we've been kind of slow. No, we haven't gotten any new guns. You know, no new guns announced.
It's not new gun season.
Yeah.
Nothing comes out during summer.
I think everyone right now is just building up the guns for SHOT Show, right? Upcoming SHOT Show. I did send you guys this article. We've seen it. We've talked about it. Biden administration crackdown on legal gun dealers leads to 350% rise in license loss.
Seen it firsthand.
Yeah. Gun dealers are crying foul as the Biden administration pursues an apparent crackdown on legal firearm sellers whose licenses have been revoked at an unprecedented rate over the last 2 years. This policy is designed to be a backdoor violation of the Second Amendment. Anthony Navarro, a Greeley, Colorado dealer who lost his license last year, told the Wall Street Journal. And this goes on. This stuff, this is... Yeah, Walt, I mean, I know you don't want to talk about it too much, but we've seen it. You know.
A little bit.
Yeah. It sucks what's going on out there, and
you know what? There's that old saying: "What comes around goes around."
Yeah. I think you should run for president, Walt. I think you could solve this. You could be president.
Oh, I could solve a lot of things real fast.
No one's gonna go pull up this podcast and take out anything to use against you. You're totally safe.
I'm gonna save the American people billions of dollars in the first month of my presidency.
Yeah. Pineapples for everyone. Pineapples and ass missips for anyone who violates.
Hey, you pineapple growers! If I get a cut, everybody will have a pineapple.
Yeah.
Okay.
Imagine if we pineappled everyone who violated the Constitution.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great.
I don't care who you are. If you violate, you know, in Kansas, there's this story about. So there's a story that there's a Republican chick who's running, I think, for some office in Kansas, and she has a bar or a restaurant or something that has a liquor license. So if you have that, you're not supposed to get a DUI, which she apparently has had a DUI. But there's a local. She's a Republican, and there's a local paper, I think, that they're Democrats, and they were putting out a story on her. And she got mad, but she has some kind of relationship going on with the sheriff. So the sheriff raids the newspaper. Okay? They raid the newspaper because they're writing these stories. And when they raided the newspaper, it's like a small town newspaper. So the lady who runs it, they like grabbed her phone and they confiscated all the shit from the newspaper. Grabbed her phone, all that stuff. The woman died like 24 hours later from the stress of all this. But why did these cops do it? Why did they raid this newspaper and do all this like draconian shit? And in my opinion, that's a violation of First Amendment. Pineapples for their asses.
Oh, absolutely. No, not even a question.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's out. If you look in the news, that's out there. And, it's a big thing. The liberal media has picked it up. Obviously, some Republicans do. No one should violate the Constitution, for fuck's sake.
You don't get a second chance on that. You get a pineapple.
Regardless of who you are. Pineapple. I know the liberal media is all over it, and they're like, oh, this is, we need to go in.
Pineapple. Done.
It's just like there's a story. Go ahead, Walt. Go.
I got news for you. The Democrats are worse. They do
100%.
Every day in these different towns doing stuff like that.
Yeah,
go to the 100%. Big cities. Go to the big cities and see what happens when you piss off
the Dole Fruit Company could not keep up with the amount of pineapples I'd be putting up people's keisters.
What's going on right now with Trump getting every liberal place that could drop charges against him is dropping charges. Any place,
pineapples.
If he took a fart rolling through some state, they're going to press charges on him.
He smiled at somebody and I was offended. That's what I was.
But it doesn't. It's not cool no matter who does it. But this.
On a good note, did you all know that there is some sort of link, and they don't know how, but they did a double-blind study, and this I'm not making a joke here. The double-blind study between folks that ate pineapple regularly for 2 months and folks that didn't eat any pineapple. It got rid of eye floaters. So if anybody out there has eye floaters, just a month. Eat pineapple for a month. Yeah, they say it breaks them up and they shrink. Yep.
From pineapple.
Pineapple, yep.
Eye floaters.
Like if you have little floaties around in your eye. I do. I have that. Yeah.
I have them. They drive me nuts. But I have them.
Yeah.
But you can.
I always think I'm seeing something out of the sides of my. I'm like, what?
Yeah, you see a little shadow.
Yeah.
But they say eating pineapple for a month does like every day. And there was only like 3 or 4 pieces of pineapple every day, and that was enough to reduce the size of eye floaters. So. Little unknown fact for people out there. Go eat some pineapple.
I feel like this is one of those stories that you see on the side when you're scrolling through a website.
Yeah, it was something like that. I don't know where I
have does pineapple juice count?
Pineapple juice does count. I believe it's the same. You just have to have the enzyme.
I got a really awesome drink I got to show you guys. Alcoholic drink. It has pineapple. It has orange juice.
Okay.
Peach
schnapps. You had me at peach schnapps.
It's got rum, coconut rum.
I'm very much on board.
And blue curacoa in it.
Holy moly.
I just need a beach, and I'm ready to go.
And people don't die when they drink this thing?
It's really good. It's really good. Trust me.
Oh, okay. All right. No, I'll give it to you, Walt. You make some good alcohols.
I'm buying it. I'll provide the liquor.
Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. No, that sounds like a good drink. Oh, look, Edward Andrews is sending me pictures with me, him, and Lola back in the day. Look at that. See, Edward Andrews.
Way long ago.
Yeah.
Because I know you don't go to SHOT Show anymore.
Yeah, was this SHOT Show? No, this had to be NRA. I don't know if this is
NRA
SHOT Show or NRA.
NRA.
I don't know.
NRA.
Yeah, that looks like NRA, right? I would say probably.
That's not the SHOT Show.
NRA. SHOT Show is always like a red carpet or something, right? I don't know. It would be.
It doesn't look like the roof at the SHOT Show.
Yeah, it would be a crazy. Yeah. Yeah, but we would always run into Edward Andrews at shows and stuff like that. Very nice gentleman. There you go. And I think he said before he was in the Navy, but he's got. I don't know what he does. I don't know what he does right now, but I know he has a lot of guns. So
in the Navy, you can sail the 7 seas. In the Navy.
Yeah. So yeah, pineapple juice. I thought Patrick was going to say something else about pineapple juice, but
That's all I got. Pineapple, good for you. It tastes great. I love it. I love a good pineapple.
Pineapple is one of the fruits that I do eat. I like pineapple.
yeah, if you get a good pineapple, if it's a bad pineapple, I get like blisters and stuff like that. Yeah.
Bad
Yeah,
pineapple
me
is
too.
stanky. Yeah.
Not for me.
But you got to get the good stuff, and we don't really get the good fresh pineapples in America. So I know because I went to I was in Honduras years ago, and I went to a Dole plantation, a pineapple plantation.
Oh, yeah,
For
fucking
Dole.
plantation, man. Come on. What?
And I was on the plantation, crazy. And so there were these pineapples that they literally bought. They cut the top off. You could put a straw in there and drink the. You could drink it.
Here in Florida, we get some pretty good fruit. But for the most part, nothing you eat, none of your fruit and veg is off the vine ripe like it's supposed to be. Because they have to pick them a little green to ship them across country, ship them here and there. So yeah, they're never as good as they could be off the tree or off the vine.
Yeah, that's what they were telling me, because I said, man, this is really good. This, like, how come I don't ever get this in America? And they say, yeah, we don't send these to America. That doesn't go, like you said.
We here in Florida, we used to have, I don't know if you guys heard of ugly tomatoes. I don't know if it's a species of tomato, but it's tomatoes that
I know
aren't
some
perfect.
chicks I've called ugly tomatoes, but go ahead.
The tomatoes that aren't like perfect, so they never sent them out of Florida because everybody else in the country wants the perfect looking beef steak tomato. Turns out ugly tomatoes taste way better than anything else, and for the longest time they wouldn't sell them other than in like Florida supermarkets.
I heard about that.
Yeah, now people found out how good they are. They're like, no, I want the ugly tomatoes.
Tomatoes are fruits, right?
Yeah, it's a fruit.
They hunt out the ugly tomatoes.
Yes, they get rid of them, and usually they taste better.
Yeah, a tomato is one of those things you got to have in a sandwich, if possible.
I love a tomato. I
You
love
don't
a tomato.
you don't like a tomato in a sandwich, Walt?
No.
Oh my gosh, Walt.
I like a
what do you
tomato
put
in
on
a
the sandwich?
in a stew, in a spaghetti, and that's like that.
So you won't eat cold sliced tomato?
Oh no.
Oh, I love a good slice of tomato.
Oh yeah, I love a tomato. Yeah, a nice beefy tomato in a sandwich.
One thing about me and my significant other, she don't do them either. So
Really? Well, y'all are crazy. Y'all don't like pickles. Let me send you a video real quick.
oh no pickles.
Oh
no
Lord.
pickles.
A really good in a sandwich is avocado. And I don't do mayo. Avocado is a great mayo substitute.
She does the avocado thing. I don't do the avocado thing.
Yeah, it's a superfood. I don't know. I don't think avocados are fruit.
Have you heard that a lot of the cartels are working their money through avocados
It doesn't surprise me at all.
in Mexico?
I would believe it because their asses are in everything.
Well, I mean, you've got the gringos can't get enough of the avocado. It's the gringos that eat the avocado mainly. So Americans.
Can I show this? Can I show this movie you just sent,
you can show this
Patrick?
off.
Okay, here we go.
Also, I didn't get to say we went to Cedar Key this weekend. So that's that's that seafood restaurant in Cedar Key.
You're starting him early with the freaking pickles.
Look at that. He's liking the pickle.
You give him a lime or a lemon?
He got a lemon. He got a lemon in one hand and a pickle in the other hand.
Oh, he's rotten.
Oh, yeah, it's cutie.
There's no way he's not going to be normal. There's no way.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of manufacturers like Safety Harbor Firearms. SHF is a quintessential family-owned small business representative of the American dream. Safety Harbor Firearms is a Florida-based manufacturer of the compact entry stock and the SHTF 50 upper for an AR-15 lower. Also, SHF happily delivers on your Sten gun parts needs. So don't forget to check out stenparts.com and safetyharborfirearms.com.
Boom.
Check this. I found this in the safe the other day. Totally forgot I had it.
Oh.
This is a P80 build from, it's a Patmos upper, so it's from JSD Supply.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I totally forgot I even owned this thing.
Nice black and tan combo.
Yeah, the black and tan is sharp looking.
Yeah.
That's old school Polymer 82 with that trigger frame thing around there. The way it's shaped like that.
Oh, did they change them?
Let me see that again.
It does look like let me see. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they don't got that wiggle no more.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. Huh.
Hey, you want to see one?
Yes, please.
All right, let me go down in here to the Stargate.
So what is that one? Circa 2000?
A couple years ago I made it.
15-ish?
No.
17?
They sent this to me to do some videos with a year or two ago.
Oh, really?
Oh, okay. And 42 Chilled in the chat here put 10 ways to use ugly tomatoes. And it's not porn. It's not adult material.
It's not those ladies.
Yeah, here you go.
Oh, yeah, that looks totally different.
Well, it does have a little bit of wiggle.
No, it has the same curve.
Okay. Maybe the lighter color.
Right.
The lighter color makes it stand out more, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Let me see here. Yeah, this one's the same way. So.
Yeah,
yep, there you go.
They probably. It's
just the tan. The tan looks different.
Yeah. Okay.
I stand corrected.
It's that. It's whatever that. I forgot what the syndrome is called. Right there is what's happening.
I don't even know if I think I fired this a couple shots and then put it back in the safe and have never taken. I need to go shoot. I need to do some shooting.
Yeah.
I haven't done any good shooting in so long.
Yeah,
I got a lot of new guns too.
Yeah.
Too damn hot is the problem right now.
Oh yeah. It's not fun.
All
That's
the
exactly right.
all your vitamins get stripped out of you.
We gotta test this thing.
Oh yeah, we gotta have a 25 ACP shoot off. Yeah.
Oh, it'll focus. There you go.
Oh, boom, Colt.
Yeah.
So and then Walter, which one's Walter got? Oh, I don't see Walter.
I have that one too.
Oh, okay.
Where's your little Walther at?
Oh, there's the little Walther. Okay, so you have one of these. Okay.
No, mine's a Colt.
Yours is a Colt, and Walter's is a Walther. There you go. Boom.
Same caliber, same everything. Look at these cute little magazines they come with. How tiny little magazine. Here, I'll put it in palm of my hand.
Yeah.
Tiny little mags.
A couple more rounds in this one.
Yeah, that one's a little bit bigger.
All right, so listen, we got here to the end of the show. We got to wrap it up. I'll let BabyFace tell you guys. You got some videos coming out this week?
Not today, but I do have I did have a video go out on Friday. It got some really good response. Actually, if you guys want to see, you can go on over to... Here, I'll send this to Hank real quick so you guys can see what I'm working on. YouTube.com/babyfaceP. Instagram is baby_faceP. We are currently working on... We have a lot of stuff coming, but right now we are working on a it's a Remington Model 11 from 1911 that is going to get completely torn apart and re-blued and put back together, and I'm sending a picture because I have one update today that you guys can go see. Hank can show it on the screen of my update. So I put out a video on Friday going over the gun, getting some advice of what people want to see, and we're going to start filming that process and getting it going.
Okay, cool. Let me go to that right now. Boom. Let's see. Should go. Boom.
Yeah, there you go. All in pieces.
Yeah.
Nice.
All apart.
There you are. Okay, sweet. Walt, what do you got going on?
Well, actually, I just put two videos up on Dirtfoot Racing. One
Cool.
of them is RV Christmas in August, which is an unboxing of an anonymous donor's gift to the Class B build, and the other one is I'm doing a review on a welder for a company. Art Captain.
Oh, okay.
Art Captain's the name of the company. They contacted me about. They said, "You want to look at one of our welders and use it?" I'm like,
"Oh, I called
sure.
Dibs. I called Dibs." So there you go. Two videos. Okay, I see. Yeah, you're unboxing a bunch of stuff. Is that well? Okay, let's not give it away because people have to go over there and check out the video on Dirtfoot Racing.
Yeah. And on Safety Hour Farms, I threw up a quick little video on the Portuguese G3 kit that I got, the FMP
I saw that.
G3 kit. Yeah. So, and I think that's going to be turned into an Romanian camouflage G3. I think that's what. So.
Okay.
Because the Rhodesians did use Portuguese G3s, so I have to look at mine to make sure there's no Rhodesian markings on them. I haven't seen that yet, but I didn't look at it super close. So.
Okay. All right. So there you go. Make sure you check out BabyFace P, as well as Safety Harbor and Dirtfoot Racing.
These are pretty affordable welders.
Yeah, they're not bad, and the other people on YouTube that have reviewed them have given them good marks.
Yeah,
so
I might be investing in it because I need to get myself a new TIG at some point.
Because this is the only thing about the TIG on this one. It's a lift-off TIG or a strike.
Yeah,
TIG.
it's touch to start, lift to
start.
start.
I've never done that, so it's going to be new for me. So
it's a skill that you got to develop.
I'll give it my best shot.
Yeah,
but
I'm going to check that video out.
I'm more excited about the MIG welding part of it because it's got a lot of adjustability in it. So
okay, we got to see a project using this. So.
I got a mini bike on the table. So
okay, all right, cool. All right,
you know me, man. I got more projects than Carter's Got Pills right now. So for all you younglings, look up the Carter's Got Pills thing. You'll see what that is.
Yeah. So in the meanwhile, big thanks to everyone out there for hanging out with us. Alaska Dad says, he's glad he could listen to the whole show. Shout out to everyone here hanging out with us. We will see you for, what is it? $9.99.
$9.99. That might be a special makeup edition on $9.99.
Oh yeah, maybe we got to bring all 9mm.
Okay, we can do that.
Yeah, there you go. All right, let me hit the buttons here and end this. Big thanks to everyone for hanging out with us. I will go. Let me see. I got to go through and hit all the buttons. We'll see you guys on the next one.
Good day, mate.